Okay, to all of you folks calling in, that is not the new Britney Spears single. I promise. I know they've kept it under wraps, and it's sort of like that, but no, that was Art Paul Schlosser with a remixed version of his song, My Cat Was Taking a Bath, remixed by Michael Hill. Hard to say some of the titles of Art Paul Schlosser's tunes without cracking a smile or a laugh or so, which is hopefully completely intentional. Is it not, Art Paul?
Well, I kind of just write what I write. I like to write fun songs.
And did you think... No, here's the deal. Did you see a cat taking a bath and then you wrote the song, or did you not see it and it just came out of your imagination and boom?
Well, my cat was near the bathtub.
Okay.
And I said, well, wouldn't it be funny if it was in the bathtub?
Yeah, okay. Oh, so you're not just talking about the cat licking itself. You had this image of a cat, like with a little cap on its head, soaping up and taking a bath like a real person.
Yeah, and on YouTube, you can actually watch this guy named Roger Bindle took my drawings and made it look like a cat was taking a bath.
Oh, cute. Well, it's on YouTube, and what do people just cat taking bath would bring that up?
Or you could go to the Art Paul Schlosser channel on YouTube.
Oh, there you go. Are you okay? You sound a little either tired or maybe under the weather. Or is
on Sunday, my voice is a little more hoarse because I've been singing on Friday and Saturday.
Ah, are you still singing on the street, or are you doing a club?
I usually play on the street, but sometimes I have played in clubs, and actually I played GeekCon, which was on the university this weekend, and on election day, I'm going to be at a show, I think it's at 701 East Washington Avenue, but I don't think anyone in New York's going to be able to get to Madison, Wisconsin.
If they start walking right now and they have a really good umbrella, they might make it. But so, what percentage of the gigs that you do are indoors, and what percentage are still kind of outdoors?
No, I mostly play out on State Street, but since I moved back downtown, I've been playing open mics once in a while as well. So it's probably evening out now, but I don't get paid as much when I do an open mic.
Yeah, nobody gets paid on open mic night. That's the point of open mic.
Well, I sell CDs, and then it kind of pays. Like last Wednesday, I did an open jam because they told me to be there, and I was just going there to watch, but it turned out that the sound guy was sitting there and all the musicians were off. So I said, hey, you don't mind if I play the guitar? And he was cool about it.
Yeah.
So I got up there and started jamming, and several other guys joined in, and then the guy that was running the show said, after 2 songs, said, we didn't plan on you guys playing. You're going to have to get back off the stage because we have we have our own bands. I think you might have been jealous because the audience started liking what we were doing.
Oh, well, all right. That's you improved yourself, and maybe you sold a CD or 2 by doing that, which is the point.
Actually, on the way in, people hanging out in Madison, our bars put chairs and tables outside the bar on a nice day, and people drink until 1 outside the bar. And on the way in, I actually played on the street in front of the bar. It was not on State Street, but people recognized me, so several people bought a CD, and then someone said, hey, play this song, and I played it. And,
what song?
Well, the most popular song of mine in Madison is Pink Pants.
How does that go? Can you sing a little bit of it? Yeah.
It's a rap, so I wouldn't even need guitar for this.
Do it up, yeah.
You know, it just goes, you can sing, and you can dance. Maybe you're good when it come romance. Maybe I'll tell down from a glance. But you ain't done nothing till you wear pink pants. Pink pants. Said all your uncles and all your aunts. All you critters, all your cats. You ain't done nothing till you wear pink pants.
And this is popular specifically... Oh,
you were talking.
No, it's okay. Continue with your kazoo. That's...
Get your uncle some. Get your grandma some. Your late great Uncle Nate, all relatives. Friends too. Pink pants. I was clicking on the kazoo. Did you hear that?
Yes. How can I miss it? Yes. But why... Yeah. Why specifically Madison do you think this is a popular number there?
Oh, Madison's very eclectic.
Okay.
On State Street, you see all sorts of people hanging out with all sorts of people, and people are friendly with each other, and people don't care about the skin or what your sexual preferences. A lot of times, they just want to be friends.
Well, actually, since you brought that up, one of the things I completely forgot that you were really getting into the last time that we spoke, and we also sometimes correspond a little bit, is that you're a pretty serious Christian person. Yes, right?
Well...
Or have you gone a little bit away from that?
I'm very serious about mercy.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm not as serious about legalism.
About legal... what? I'm sorry.
Legalism.
Meaning?
Some people, they get so legal about who's going to heaven, and I think the Bible says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." I don't know 100% that someone's going to hell.
Well, I'm about 87% going to hell. I'm telling you that right now. But
so I don't know that for sure. Who knows who's going to hell for sure?
Okay.
Only God knows that. I don't know that.
So, in other words, then sexuality is... You may not like the idea of certain people being gay or whatever, but you can't pass a judgment on them because you don't even know the judgment God's passing on them.
Well, in the end, God's the one that decides. There was a scripture that's most interesting is the one about the goats and the sheep.
Oh, I read that one. Oof. Yeah. Okay.
And it doesn't say. Because you were gay, it says, and when you fed me, when you fed this person, you fed me.
Okay.
It says, when you visited someone in jail, you visited me.
Oh, okay, that's a nice little scriptural idea right there.
Well, what if a gay person goes around doing nice things?
As some tend to do, yeah.
And then there's this big, self-righteous Christian who's got a big Bible and he's got a nice car, but he doesn't care about the person in jail. He doesn't care about the homeless, the poor. He don't care about people that need help. But he thinks he's going to heaven because he prayed a prayer to receive Jesus. But then it says, because you didn't do this to me, to these other people, you didn't do it to me. How do I know who's going to heaven? I'd rather be more merciful, more forgiving, and more willing to maybe try to help someone than I would like to be assured. I think I'm going to heaven, and then forget to do the good things that the Holy Ghost and God wants us to do.
Well, I mean, I think you're coming down seriously on the side of righteousness there. I'm totally with you on that. I think that's really pretty neat. So good for you, man. I mean, I like to hear that kind of thinking from people of any religion. So nice. So let's get back to the music, though.
Okay.
So where did the concept of a remix album come from?
Well, I get bored doing, especially when I was still living with my wife. I get bored, and because I have a lot of time on my hands, because I've chosen to just be a musician, an artist, and poet.
Well, you know what? Forgive me, for Art Paul. Sorry to break in right there, but are you divorced or separated?
We're kind of experimenting with maybe living apart a little bit.
Whoa. You have one or two kids, right?
I have one kid, and I had a stepson that moved out.
Okay. What was it? Were you just growing apart, or what was the main issue, or?
She's, we're both artists.
Okay. And
she's pursuing what she feels she should be doing with her art, and we aren't always getting along when we're in the house. We're yelling some of the time.
Okay.
So
that's called marriage.
Yeah, but some people might call that marriage. But with my wife, she just doesn't like the arguing. And I don't know. I got more time for my art and my music and my poetry. But either way, when I started to do the remix, and that's why I do a lot of albums, is I have a lot of time.
Yeah.
But so after I did the tribute one to myself, it's kind of...
You did a tribute album to yourself.
Yeah.
I think I'm seeing why your wife may have some issues with you and the way you spend your time. I mean, I have the same exact things, of course, but you got other people to cover you, was the thing, right?
Yeah, well, it was kind of successful. I sold most of the copies. There's only 150, but I sold them all, and but they're still available because you can get it on iTunes.
Cool.
And it's still selling, a little bit. Well, I was thinking what should be my next project if I did a big project, because I always do little CDs that I do myself, but then every now and then I got to have a big project to get publicity and get famous and stuff. And I thought, people keep saying they like the tribute CD, but it's not me. It's not me singing.
Well, it usually is you singing, but it's the whole backgrounds, they turn the beat around, as it were, and turn it upside down. Boogie,
they said they would like to hear me, so they wanted just to buy my own CDs and not to buy the tribute. So I thought, what if it was me singing, but other people performing with me?
Oh, okay, yes.
And there you go, the remix. So I started telling people, hey, I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it slightly different. You take my song and add to it. And actually, I got the idea because this other guy, Jim Anderson, who did a couple of the tributes, he started reviewing music. So I sent him my cassettes because it was cheaper than sending him a CD, because I only make like 25 or 30 CDs, and then if I give it away, then that's one I didn't sell. But the cassettes, no one's buying cassettes anymore. So I sent him the cassettes. He reviewed it. He liked it, and then he started playing around with the cassettes and said, "Hey, Art," he said, "I've added music to one of your songs." Then the next thing I said, well, that's a good idea. how about more? And I sent him some more cassettes, and he made a whole CD of songs that he added music to, and I liked it so much. I thought, what if I have a whole bunch of people doing it? So after he did his, and that we put that CD out, and that's called "It Takes a Whole World." And it's got his design on it. It's kind of like a Japanese jade figure on the front. Anyways, after we put that out, then I started telling all these people, and all sorts of people started remixing them, and it started sounding really good. I sent one to David Tanney.
Oh yeah.
And he started to play it.
That's cool. Dave Tanney, for people who've listened to this program, Dave's Gone By, for a few years. He was one of the folks instrumental on getting Dave's Gone By syndicated to the Internet. He had a comedy radio station, really, a channel on live365.com when that was still extant. I don't even know if they're still there anymore, but his channel was on for a couple of years, and people could go on there and listen to old Dave's Gone Bys, sometimes for hours at a time. So, big props to him, and it's nice to know that he's still doing what he's doing. And have you been on Demento in recent times?
Yeah, actually, so after I sent that CD to David J., other people wanted to do it and started getting popular, and then I sent the CD to Dr. Demento, and Dr. Demento actually played 2 weeks in a row. He had these shows called Women and Man.
Uh-huh.
I think he did one on men and then one on women. Both weeks he played Be My Friend.
Oh. Can you, I don't have that, I don't think I have that, so can you sing or do some of that?
Well, I'll do a little bit a cappella.
Yeah. Acapella would be lovely.
Because I don't know if you can hear the guitar if I put the speakerphone. Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little. I can raise you a bit. You did this last time you were here.
Or do you hear me better on the phone like this?
Well, that sounds great, but we'll probably hear the guitar also. So give it a whirl if you can.
Okay.
This is Art Paul Schlosser, acapella. Well,
can you hear the guitar?
Yeah, you're semi-acapella now because it's in the background, but it's fine. Give it a whirl.
Okay. I like ice cream and I like cake and I like you to be my friend, be my friend. I'm not very good at philosophy. One thing I know is let's be friends. And, I'm not a politician, I'm not running for office, but if I was to say you need friends, I like ice cream and I like cake and I like you to be my friend, be my friend. What do you think?
You have me bouncing in my seat, nodding my head like, down. It has that beat. I like it. That's very kind. It's very sweet. I'm glad that Dr. D took note of that one. That's neat. And that's on which CD is that on, though?
That's on the remix with, there's this guy named G.J. Smooth for Life, one of the first people to remix one of my songs, remixed it. That one never really got on the Mad Music Archive, so I was rather surprised that Dr. Demento played it.
And by the way, I didn't realize it is on there. I do have the Art Paul Remix Project CD. Other songs on this particular disc include Everybody Get Weird, which was done with the great Luke Ski. Now, that people who listen to Dr. Demento would know that name in a heartbeat. There's Make a Joyful Noise Unto the Lord, which, the Lord might be a little surprised at that. Confidently, Sincerely, Forever Goodbye. I like that. Scratching the Record, Scary Techno Song 5006, and screw my head in a light bulb socket. Yeah, cool. How can you think of the titles, dude? And then, you know, sometimes they're the best things.
Yeah, screw my head in a light bulb socket. I was trying to, at the time, I was trying to write songs like Hank Williams, and I thought, well, you know, that was a really old song, probably 94 or, you know, my early days. Anyways, you know, how Hank Williams was always fighting with his wife and everything, so...
Yeah. No, absolutely, yeah. So, little autobiography there, too, I guess.
But I don't feel that same way that he did maybe about, you know, I feel I like my wife as a friend.
Okay.
So if, you know, when we split up, you know, when it's all over, I'm still probably going to be friends with her.
Oh, are you dating other people? Are you even thinking about it, or are you just happy to have the privacy?
I don't know. I'm starting to think of being celibate.
Oh, okay.
You know, I had my wife.
By choice, or? Sorry.
That was fun, and, well, you know, when you get older, you don't feel, sometimes you feel just like being by yourself for a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. But how often do you get to see the kids?
Oh, regularly.
Okay.
I see my kid every day.
Oh, well, that's all right. So that will always be in your life, no matter what. You're going to be a present father to.
Yeah, well, he's my only kid.
Okay.
I'm like I'm 48 now.
Mhm.
I don't see why I want to date some young floozy for like 6 months and have her realize that I'm an old man that's not going to change, and she wants a guy with a real job and a real life. I like living in poverty.
We have so much in common, Art Paul. More than you know.
I don't want a big house and a big car. I like just a small apartment and walking around.
Well, yeah, if you get to do the art that you care about, not only, by the way, are you a singer-songwriter, you're also, one of the things that takes up your time, you're a painter.
Yeah, it's fun. And it's like I'm living like Van Gogh, you know.
Wow. Well, you know, keep your ears on. That's. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not angry like Van Gogh. I mean, he has strong will. Boy, did he have a strong will. And if things didn't go his way, he did weird things. You know, one time he wanted to marry his cousin so badly, but they all decided no. So then he went up to his dad and took a candle and lit the candle and then put his hand in the candle to show him how much he wanted to marry his cousin.
Ooh, okay.
He was
nuts. Nuts would be the operative term, I think, that we would go for here. But,
you know, his artwork is very beautiful.
Well, yeah. And you actually did some very nice artwork, too. If people wanted to see Art Paul Schlosser's paintings, and you were even having a sale on them, is that still going on? We're really cheap, like $25 unframed or framed even. I don't know. Is it?
No, not framed.
Not framed, sorry.
And I'm not mailing it to you. You have to pay for the mail.
Okay, right, which is pretty expensive these days. But still, you can get an Art Paul Schlosser painting, or, you know, real. And we're not talking about a drawing thing like Wesley Willis used to do. This is actual. What do you work on? Oil?
Oils and some are acrylics, and one or two are watercolors, and I got some pencil drawings.
Oh, nice stuff. Where can people take a look?
Well, you can see a lot of it on my MySpace. You can see pictures on my MySpace at myspace.com/Art Paul Schlosser. And if you want to figure out how to spell my last name, it's SCHLOSSER.
I'm really going to put this sort of delicately, but since I've known you, have you been intentionally or non-intentionally perhaps mispronouncing your last name? Or is that how you pronounce your last name?
This is becoming really weird. Dr. Demento, after he decides to be my friend, he says to me, he sends me an email, how do I pronounce your name? Well, you know, the darndest thing of all, I don't even know how to pronounce my name.
I mean, if you read it, it's the sh first and the s, so technically it's Schlosser. But well, you've pronounced it your way for a very long time.
Well, I think the German is Schlosser.
Oh.
But the American Midwest is probably Schlosser.
Interesting. Okay. I really wanted to clear that up because I felt a little embarrassed because I didn't know whether you were making a mistake or it was somewhere in the middle.
I'm probably making a mistake. Maybe I'm saying Slasher.
Oh, there you go. Well, can you...
Art Slasher? Does he wreck artwork?
Oh, man. Well, you know, Art Paul Schlosser flick, that it's been wonderful talking to you. I don't suppose we can impose on you to close this segment with a little bit more music, since that sounded so good with you with the guitar.
Well, I wanted to mention that I have another new CD.
Oh, please.
And it's called Leftovers. And it's basically leftover songs from various recordings I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to leave with with every one of my CDs, even with the title, usually, not in all cases, there often is a song that goes with the title.
Okay.
And it's kind of a parody, and I'm going to do it a cappella the way I recorded it with kazoo.
Cool.
And it kind of goes, You can't eat this. Can't eat this. I go to the refrigerator late at night. I look in the refrigerator late at night. I see little plastic containers. Can't eat it. Can't eat it. There's mold. Can't eat it. Can't eat it. Can't eat it. Leftovers. It's kind of just a little short little thing.
Wow. Art Paul Schlosser, ladies and gentlemen, doing Can't Eat It live for us here on Dave's Gone By. Art Paul...
Actually, it's called Leftovers.
Leftovers, excuse me. Leftovers.
With apostrophes saying you can't eat it.
Well, you are delectable when you appear on Dave's Gone By. I want to wish you best of luck with your painting, best of luck certainly with your music, best of luck also with all the personal stuff. And I hope whatever is meant to work out works out, however, it does work out. So, and of course health and happiness to you as well. So, Art Paul, thank you as always for being in the neighborhood.
And thanks for having me, and have everybody download it on iTunes or find me on my MySpace. And Dave, thank you. You have such a great. You're so friendly and nice. I like your show. I wish I could be in New York.
Wow.
Listen to it regularly.
I'd be standing on the street corner every day just watching you, man. So mutual admiration here. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.